Hey everyone! So, let's talk about that scene where Coach Ukai praises Atsumu. You know the one I'm talking about. Does that mean he values Kageyama and Sugawara less? Interesting question, right? Today we're diving deep into Ukai's perspective and what it really means to be the best setter in his eyes. Now, before we get into it, let's set the stage. Praising opposing setters isn't new for Ukai. Remember how he praised Kenma's tactical brilliance? Or when he called Oikawa a conductor, the ideal setter with amazing skills. And, of course, there's Atsumu, who caught his attention with that crazy move where he manipulates blockers using his footing technique. But here's the big question. Does that mean Kageyama can't manipulate blockers? Honestly, it's kind of sad to think about because it's not true. Kageyama has shown his ability to manipulate blockers in many moments throughout the series. Take the Kamamadai match, for example. Kageyama didn't just copy Atsumu's footing move. He took it a step further by combining it with a quick attack, something Atsumu didn't even attempt during the Inarizaki match. And yet, despite this impressive play, Ukai didn't praise Kageyama. Why? It could be that Ukai already expected Kageyama to pull something like this off. Or maybe, because Ukai had already seen Atsumu do it first, the move didn't feel as groundbreaking. Either way, it's clear that Kageyama's efforts often go unacknowledged in comparison. Now, let's come to Atsumu's defense. Like Oikawa's signature moves, this footing technique is something Atsumu has made uniquely his own or was taught by his setter teacher. We see this again in the Adlers vs Black Jackloss match. Atsumu combines his footing move with the freak quick, a play inspired by Kageyama during the Kamamadai match, and absolutely nails it. What's interesting is that the match doesn't even show Kageyama using this move, despite him being more than capable of doing so. It's a reminder that each setter has their own unique selling point. So, who does Ukai consider the best setter? We get some insight into this during the Kamamadai match. According to Ukai, the best setter isn't just someone whose tosses are difficult to read. It's also someone who can manipulate opponents with clever plays and motivate their teammates with encouraging words. With this definition, guess who's the least compatible with Ukai's idea of the perfect setter? That's right, it's Kageyama. Kageyama's reserved, introverted personality makes him the furthest from being a con artist, a term Ukai uses to describe an ideal setter. On the other hand, setters like Oikawa, Atsumu, and Sugawara are extroverted and natural communicators. They can effortlessly motivate their teammates and manipulate opponents with their word. This might also explain why Ukai never praises Shirabu, another setter with a personality similar to Kageyama's. But here's where Kageyama's journey gets fascinating. Just like Hinata challenges the belief that volleyball is only for tall players, Kageyama challenges the idea that a setter must act as a motivator or con artist. Traditionally, setters were seen as the smart, charismatic types, basically Oikawa to AT. Honestly, if we're talking about Ukai's personal preference, Oikawa probably fits his idea of the perfect setter best. Atsumu, with his expressive personality, could also fit the bill. Sugawara has the communication skills, but he lacks the technical prowess of someone like Kageyama. But then, during the Kamamadai match, there's a pivotal moment where Kageyama bluntly encourages his team after Hinata leaves the court. It's not flashy or emotional, but it's effective. For Ukai, this moment is like a slap to the face. Why? Because that moment, when Kageyama bluntly motivates his teammates, proves that even someone like him, who doesn't fit the mold, can still fight and lead. It's a stark contrast to Ukai's younger self, who once lost his position as a setter to a con artist. And it's a reminder that determination and hard work can defy expectations. Fast forward to the post-time skip, and you can see that Ukai has come to respect Kageyama's approach. He's proud of Kageyama, even if he doesn't stand out like Atsumu or Oikawa. Kageyama's quiet determination and technical excellence speak volumes. This sends a powerful message to us. You don't have to be extroverted or charismatic to succeed as a setter. Even someone introverted, who struggles with communication, can thrive through hard work and consistency. So, who's the best setter in Ukai's eyes now? Please note that being a setter and having setting skill are two different things. Being a setter is about doing a team play, while setting skill is about individual ability. It is no doubt that in terms of setting skill, Kageyama can do both setting style, attentive set like Oikawa or aggressive set, which is copied by Atsumu. But, when it comes to being the best ideal setter in Ukai's eyes, it's a no answer. But, I would like to point out that it depends on our preference. Kageyama is quite similar to Jose Blanco, Oikawa's setter idol. He doesn't give his teammates clear instructions like Oikawa or Atsumu might. Instead, he pushes them to challenge themselves and figure things out on their own. Think back to when he challenged Hinata to make him realize his potential, or when he threatened Tsukishima and Tanaka to push past their limit. Kageyama's teaching style is about self-discovery rather than spoon-feeding answers. In a way, Kageyama is quite similar to Oikawa's idol, Jose Blanco. Both setters inspire through challenges, not direct guidance. On the other hand, if you prefer a setter who gives you clear insights and direction, you might lean towards someone like Oikawa. He's the type to guide and support you every step of the way, making him an ideal leader for players who crave structured feedback. If you're similar to Oikawa, Hinata, Atsumu, or Bakuto personality, someone who thrives on being challenged, you'd probably prefer Kageyama's style. Just like how Oikawa and Hinata always drawn towards Kageyama. Also, remember the summer training camp when Bakuto wanted to spike Kageyama's stop toss? That moment came full circle in the All-Star game. But if you're someone who needs clear guidance and insight to thrive, then Oikawa or Atsumu might feel like a better fit. Just like how Kageyama always drawn to Oikawa or Hinata. They're the types to motivate through direct communication and encouragement. Then again, it depends on what type of person you are. My experience is that since I'm a Kageyama type, I like teachers like Oikawa and Atsumu. But when it is me who teaches others, I realize that I push others like Tobio. I don't like to give them answers without them trying hard first. I question them about what they did wrong before giving them guidance, very much like Tobio. So, what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into Haikyuu. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.